Hi, hello everybody. I just came back from my company's first global event of the year, and I wanted to share with you some pieces of advice on what to do and how to plan your trip before you leave. And what I came up with was 5 tips of what to do and 5 tips of what you should not do at all. So this is based on my experience, and this is not the first time I traveled to an event, but this was the first time I actually traveled by myself to a corporate event. And it was a little bit scary at the beginning, guys. It's okay to be scared and to not know what's gonna happen, because I was going to a place that I had no idea how to move, where I was staying. I did do my research with Google Maps and all that, and I knew I was close to a convention center, but I had no travel partner. I had a budget, and I had to be in some places at some times. So this is what I came up to, so you can have a better experience. Not that I didn't have a great experience, guys. If I would tell you all the crazy stuff that happened, you wouldn't believe me. But anyways, the first recommendation I give you you have to do when you travel is find a travel buddy, a travel partner. I did not go with a travel partner from El Salvador to New Orleans, but I found someone over there that was also traveling alone, and we connected immediately. And this helps you with your expenses, and it definitely gives you a different perspective of the trip. It's fun thing to do, guys, to connect with people and actually share more than just the event. The second recommendation is that you should check, and you have to check hotels that are around the area. If you cannot afford the convention center hotel that the company has selected as their host hotel, you can check up to 10 miles radius. You can later check for transport. Like the tip number 3 of what you should do is you should check the distances between the places you need to be and where you're gonna be staying at, and check for transportation as well. What kind of transportation you're gonna be doing, if you're gonna be using a taxi, if you're gonna be using the bus, if you're gonna be using Uber or Lyft, or if you brought your own car, or if you're gonna do a rental. Make sure that you use GPS and Google Maps. And if you're afraid of taking local transportation, don't be afraid if you're gonna be lost. If you're gonna get lost, sorry. A lot of people travel that way. I am one of those. I like to take local transportation, and I ask the drivers, the bus drivers, or the people that work at the metro or the subway, where should I go and where should I get off and all that. And I've not had a bad experience yet, but do look out for pickpockets. They exist everywhere in the world. So make sure you have your things in your sight, like your purse here and all that. And then the last recommendation I have for what you should do when you're traveling to your company's event is do make a daily budget. Why? Because this is gonna help you with managing your money while traveling, because it's very easy to run out of money real fast, especially if you go to a place so expensive like New Orleans, like I did. I had to take a daily budget and made sure I didn't go over it, so I would have enough to the end of my trip. Now, I also have 5 recommendations, but to not do. So you should not do these 5 things, because if you do this, it might get you not into trouble, but you'll have a bad experience. Like the first one is you should not engage and turn the convention into a gossip fest. Don't be gossiping about what went wrong, what went right. I mean, just enjoy the moment and learn from the experience, because it's not going to happen again. And it's better if you really take in what you need and don't listen to it's not going to help you grow. The second thing I want you to not do is do not try to fish in the same pond. What do I mean by that? Yes, I'm talking to you, that person, that leader that thinks they're a leader when they're poaching somebody else's associate or somebody else's client. Do not fish in the same pond, guys. There's about 7 billion people in the world that you can talk to. So don't try to, how do you say it? To get people to cross from your line to the other, and don't poach in the same pond, guys. That's very, very, very unethical. The second thing that you should never do is overpack. Why? Because you're going to be carrying it around yourself. So if you don't want to carry around hundreds and hundreds of pounds, make sure you check the weather conditions and make sure you take the appropriate clothes and shoes and anything you might need. Don't forget also, that's not tip number 4, your electronic essentials. Your camera, your cables, your charger, especially your charger, because these new phones, the battery dies fast. And then the last recommendation that I have that you should not do, guys, when traveling is also about electronics. Do not let electronics make a barrier between you and enjoying yourself at the event and enjoying other people.